And we should be live. We are live. It said you're live, so we're live. Welcome in, everybody. I'm about a minute late, 2 minutes depending on which clock I look at or listen to. My train clock just went off and it's exactly 1 minute behind, so I need to check my volume over here, see how we're doing. That's good. Sweet. So I'll wait and see if anyone joins us before I start this endeavor. I could go ahead and, well, I'll leave that there for now. So I had it scheduled for a while. I just wanted to see if that attracted anybody, but it didn't. So I probably won't be doing much scheduling. And I didn't check to see if anybody else was live right now. So I'm going to go do that real quick, because that could explain some things. And how I do that is I go in here and I go to that one person or two people that may or may not be live at this time. And it looks like they are not, so that's cool. So I'm going to sit here. I'm the only one that's watching. I've got DaVinci Resolve queued up. I did do some prep work earlier tonight, to kind of hopefully speed the process up a little bit. Instead of going and hen-picking around trying to find something, I dedicated a folder to it, and I know right where that's at. So looks like there's at least one other person joining us. It says I have 2 concurrent viewers now. So that's good. Hopefully they'll say hi in the chat room if they have that capability. Yep. Yeah, back down to 1. No, I guess we're 1. I don't know. I don't understand the lag. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. I can see what I need to see over here. Wow. That's my screensaver right now, which is just nothing more than a slideshow of pictures I've taken. And what I want to get is, show you what I want to get first of all. And we'll go into the history, and we go right here. That's what I want to get. This is Apple's floating pictures, or what they call floating picture screen. It's real boring, really, but I like it. In a minute, it all spins around. I'm not real too concerned about getting that effect. I'm actually going to be good with having this effect, and I've got to figure out how to get the multiple pictures on the screen at one time. And I'm going to wait till it spins right there. There's the spin. I don't necessarily need that. It's cool, but I don't necessarily need it. So what I've done, I've been working in DaVinci Resolve for a while now, and last night I wanted to experiment with some things. Excuse me, I'm all of a sudden tired. I don't know why. I wanted to experiment with some things. I'm going to explain this when I really get into this here in a few minutes. But I tried something. You'll notice right here, if I put the cursor over here, I've got a picture with a border around it, and I got the same picture that's blurred behind it. So I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I can do that without the border, and you can. Now, I'm not 100% sure why both are showing up, because in theory, if you have a picture over a picture, the top picture is always going to take precedence, always, unless it's blurred out. Or if it's blurred out, you'll see it. So I got to remember this concept. Hey Gary, thanks for joining me. I'm just kind of hashing over what I did last night and getting ready to jump into what I'm going to do tonight. So I already showed floating pictures on YouTube, and now I'm showing that this is kind of the same concept. And I'm pretty sure if I go into here and I go to effects and I go to this one, and I open that one. That's not what I want. So that's not what I want. What I do want is I want to go back over here, and I want to take away the, what is DVE? That is exactly what I want. So I want to take this away. Right, that's what I want to take. No, that's not what I want to take away. I want to take away the border right here. So I'm gonna cheat and do it the easy way. I'm gonna make it black. There we go. Border's still there. I just made the color black. So that'll work. It's going to accomplish what I want either way I do this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change this all up. Okay? So I'm going to close out DaVinci Resolve. It's going to save automatically. I'm going to reopen DaVinci Resolve. But I want to also bring up my task manager so I can just monitor my memory. And you guys can't see it because my picture's hiding it. I just put it over here in the corner. So I'm going to fire up DaVinci Resolve. There we go. Now I'm going to do an untitled project. I'm going to do a new project, so it's going to be untitled. And I want to not click on that. I want to do a new project. And this is going to be called Screen Saver Vertical. Now I'm hoping, no, daggone it, it didn't let me do. I want to change it. Right now it's in landscaping, and I want to change it to I'm sorry, right now it's in portrait. I want to change it to landscape. So I have to kind of think how to do that. Oh, there should have been a setting. Let me try this again. And again, I didn't practice anything. The only thing I did is I did actually, I bet if I go to new folder, no, that's not going to do it either. Daggone it. Yeah, projects. Yeah. Cancel. Local database. That's not what I want. I want to figure out. That's not what I want either. Doggone it. Okay, so this is not off to the start I wanted at all. I need to get into a settings and I don't see it. That's just a screen setting. See if I can find settings, which I can't. Well, go figure that. I know it's in here because I've seen it. Or maybe I'm thinking Photoshop. Oh well. I'm going to open a new one. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Project Manager. And I'm going to open my screensaver vertical. But I don't see any settings in here. So this is the one I want to use. And I'm going to double click it so that it opens. And there it is. Alright. So first thing first, you got to have media. I'm going to right click. We're going to go to Import Media. We're going to go to my desktop. We're going to go to DaVinci Resolve Data. And that's not it. So where did I put it? Screensaver data. There we go. This is all my grandkids' pictures. It's all that's in here. So I'm going to grab this one. And I should have done this earlier. I should have actually imported this already. But I'll do what I need to do for tonight. So I've got one of Valerie, or one of Yana, one of Matt. I'll get one of Valerie. And you can see, you can preview it. I know I'm rushing through this, which is uncharacteristic for me, actually. I'll bring Granddad and new baby into the picture. And you can see it previews it right here, so that's cool. And we're going to get about a bunch. Another picture of Yana Bell, another picture of Maddie. I like this one. If I control and select a bunch, it puts them all down into the timeline as one with a bunch of pictures, and I don't want that. I want to be able to 2, 4, 6. I'm going to get at least 2 more. That'll be a good start. Hey Gary, I wanted to thank you again for the plug you gave me in Doug's stream today. I appreciated that. I don't think he ever caught on that I've actually kind of figured out how to do this. I know he seemed to be a little bit confused a little bit. All right, let me see what I got. I got me and Maddie, Yana, Valerie, Yana, Valerie. I need to get one more of Maddie. And go with that one. That's cool. Or did I have that one already? Apparently I had that one already. So let's get another one of him. He's not too photogenic, so let's get this one. Alright, we are good to go. So now I've got my photos. I'm going to go over here to the Edit tab. I'm going to go back to the Media Pool, and we're good to go. So now I'm just going to start putting these in here, and we're just going to go right down the line. Just throw them in there for now. Two, 4, 6, 8, and then the timeline is 9. Okay, so we know to make this work, the way they've been teaching us is to make a copy of this and put it above it, make a copy, put it above it, make a copy above it. But we also know last night I was able to accomplish what I want to do just by going into here, going into was it OpenFX? No. I want to go to search, and I want to look for DVE, and I want to go back into effects, and there's the DVE effect. I'm going to bring us down here to this one, and it didn't do it. Wow, that's interesting. It worked last night because, well, I just showed to everyone a while ago that it worked last night. No problem. I'm going to see. Okay, that one worked. That's got the box around it, and that's what it should do. This one did not work. I'm going to just continue to march here. And you can tell. Yeah, I liked what I was doing last night. I really did, and I can continue that. I just wanted to try this. And if this doesn't work, I can just continue to add to what I was doing last night. So I got all these in here, and I don't know if you can see it or not, and I apologize, I don't know how to zoom my screen. 2, 4, 6, 8. But if you look right here, it's got a little 3 stars, and that tells you that the DVE effect is in there. There, it's good there, good there, not there, good there, good there, good there, and good there. What I've got to do is I've got to go into here real quick, and I'm going to move it over to here. I've got to figure out. I got to figure out how I did that, because I have two pictures with the DVE effect on them on the same screen, and that's what I need to do. I've got to figure out how I did that, and then I got to do it with multiple pictures. So I'm going to leave this up and running. Well, I won't, and you'll see why here in a minute, but we'll go back into DaVinci Resolve, go back to the beginning. I'm going to play, you know what, I'm going to stack them just to see what happens. Now I'm going to hit play, and it should show the first one and only the first one. Not playing. That's crazy. So what's my usage? Memory's at 18%, so that's not an issue. I don't know why it's not playing. And I really thought about practicing this last night. I really did. And I think I know why this is like that. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm going to leave everything here. I'm going to shut this track off for a minute. And you'll notice now it can see me. Duh. I'm going to go in here to Effects. I'm going to come down here to Border. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the color. We're going to make it black. And that does that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here to the next one. And oh my gosh, I disappeared. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go back into Effects. I'm going to go back into there. That's not what I want, so I got to go back. Ah, damn it, don't want that. Or darn it, don't want that either. I want to undo that. Oh, come on. Seriously, go back, doggone it. I know what I'm... Oh, how did I end up... Okay, close the inspector. How did I end up in Fusion here? Got to get out of Fusion. I know I'm in Fusion because I see the nodes, and that's not what I want. And I swear I don't know how to do it. I was thinking it was undo. It's not. Control, 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 control. No, no, no. Doggone it. I'm frustrated. Oh, jeez. That's not hidden under there. I was hoping it was. I don't see any refresh buttons. Alright, no problem. The cool thing I like about Resolve is if you get locked up, confused, or you make a mistake that you don't know how to fix, you just close it, and that's not what I want. So if I close that, oh, I didn't know that. Learned something again. So this is the one I want. It's going to come right back, and hopefully it's not going to be there. That's not where I wanted it. Hopefully my media is still here. I got a bad feeling. No, memory's at 16%. Okay, so I'm back to this. Doggone it. This isn't what I want. Open the inspector. Okay, I'm an idiot. Duh. Alright, so now I want to go into Effects. I want to open up this. I want the inspector opened up. Why it went to there, I don't know. me figure this out. I want the border. I'll say one thing, I'm getting a little bit faster at figuring my mistakes out. And the border didn't go away. Why didn't the border go away? Moving on. Border. It's my memory. Memory's at 19%. That shouldn't be. Processor's at nothing. Processor's barely moving. Anyone else in chat yet? Nope. And I lost Gary, it looks like. That's fine. Mistakes can be difficult to put up with. Okay, so let's go back over. I want the border to be black. Okay. And it's not going away. Go away, doggone it. That one, it went away. That's good. That one, it did not go away. That one, it did not go away. So I'm going to change that border again by clicking on this, clicking on that, clicking on that, clicking on that. Okay, that's what I've done wrong. I understand now. So you don't necessarily need to have, I mean you do, but you don't. I know this is going to accomplish what I want it to. If I put this right. Okay, now we're all good to go. Now, you're telling yourself, but Ken, wait. It's the same picture. It is the same picture, and I'll tell you why. If I were to go back over here to this picture, we'll deal with it first. I am just going to see if I can I'm just going to move this guy over to there, and then I'm going to move him down to there. If I click on this picture, she's going to be right there. So I'm going to move this guy out of the way. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to undo this. And I have the two pictures. And that's exactly what I figured it was. Is you got to do the DVE thing first. If I shut this one off, it goes away, which it should. I have 4 now, Gary. I have twin granddaughters. It'll be 3 December 24th of this year. This is one twin. You got to do the DVE thing first. That's the other twin. And then my youngest son just had his daughter in January. So we've got 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and there'll be 1 in January of next year. So I've got 4. And I'm going to turn that back off. I need to leave it on. So now I want to go into the border, change it to black. Good. That does exactly what I wanted it to. I want to go in, back border's done, that border's done, and the 2 pictures are great. And now they're showing up because they're in 2 different spaces. Now I don't know, oh I do know, I know exactly why. You'll notice that she's got a black border on her eye. So what I have to do is I need to move him over here, and I need to go deal with this one. But in order to see what I'm trying to do, I've got to change that color again, unfortunately, and I'm just going to make it, it don't matter, make it ugly yellow, because I need to see the black lines right here. I need to bring this in like that, maybe even a little more. So 0.39, we're going to go 0.3 or 0.8, 5. There we go, perfect. So now I'm going to get rid of this color, make it black, and hit OK, good to go. Now I'm going to bring this one back down here, and no line. So I'm gonna. This is gonna take. I have 3 granddaughters. 3 granddaughters. My son has 2 girls. 22, 17. I regret not having. I didn't have my first child until I was 26, and I regret that. I didn't have the typical graduate high school, get married, and raise a family. Don't regret that, but I wish we would have had kids. I wish I had had kids sooner, so that there's a good possibility right now. Not only would I be a grandfather, I could be a great grandfather. Yeah, I hope to see the girls graduate high school. If I make it that long, I'll be 80. And as long as I still got my elevator going up and down, I'll be good with it. So I'm gonna keep working on this. I know I can do this now. What I'm gonna have to do is I've got to go into each individual one. Now I'm gonna take Maddie and move him out of the way, and I'm gonna work with this one, and we're gonna go in and bring this border in. I don't know why it's not working. Because I didn't have it on the right picture. So I'm going to bring the border in. I'm good to go. I'm going to change the color to black. And I'm going to have to do this with however many pictures I end up doing it. I'm going to have to end up doing it like that. The other thing I'm going to do is I need to change how big the pictures are. What I've got to do, I'm going to have to figure out how to get some horizontal pictures, some vertical pictures. I'm really going to have to sit down one day, and however long it takes, just pick out the right pictures to make this work. Because now, if I bring him back over, that's kind of okay. He's smaller. I shouldn't be able to see his border, but I can. So I maybe not have gotten it down. Let me go into that and change the there we go. So when the picture is over a picture, you're going to see the border, and then I can obviously do that. So there's 2 done. Now the question is, can I do 3? And we're about to find out. I'm going to do this one. To see what I'm doing, I got to have that over there, which is just your timeline cursor. And I'm sure there's a name for it. Probably is timeline cursor. And we're going to change the width down. That's good. Even though I changed the color first, I can tell it's done. And I'm going to change the Y position to 1.5 and see where it goes. Oh geez, can't do that. It went completely off the charts. So we're going to go with 1.0. Should be dead. I thought it would be dead center actually. So if that's there, I'm going to guess to put it to the other side. I can do it like that. So that's cool. So what I want to do now is, if I come back here, I got 2 there. I got this one here. I need to see if I can put this one right there. Put this right here. And there you go. Solved. Problem solved. Very simple. Very, very simple. In 29 minutes and 3 seconds, I figured out what I need to do. So however many pictures I do, and I'm not going to be able to do a lot. I'll have to go in. Yeah, the basics is here. I'm just going to have to do some thinking. Now I'll have to go in like I did last night with this one and move the pictures up and down. I'll be able to move them left and right. And I think how I'm going to do this is, now that I know I can do 3, I will put this one over it, and that should supersede that, which it does. I'm going to go into this picture. I'm going to the border's good. This video, no. Effects, yes. This, yes. No, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want this. So we're going to bring her about to right there. We're going to go into the border. We're going to make that border line go away right there. That's fine. We can change her height by doing that. We can bring the border in right there. And then we're going to bring her down on the vertical right here. And that should make that go away. Going to make her move a little bit more right there. Grab the third picture, and I'm going to bring it down right there. I'm going to fix the border because the border's a little off, so we're going to bring the border in. That's good. In theory, I could do one more picture. I could put one more picture at the top, so I'm going to put one more picture up here. Now I'm going to bring him right there. And I could probably do one more and try to squeeze it in this area right here if I wanted to. And I'm going to bring this one and put it right there. And I got to see which picture that is. That is me. So that's a better picture, I think. And I could probably do one. Actually, I am going to do this. I am going to put that. I'm going to bring this picture and try to squeeze it in right here. So first things first, we're going to bring it over here. Then we're actually going to try to bring it back a little bit. That's good. Now I'm going to try to bring it down. We're going to go into the border. We're going to make the line go away. That's all we're going to do. But we're not going to hide Grandpa and so I like this setup because this baby is this baby right here. So that's cool. I now need to move it over a little bit more to the left. I need to move it a little bit more down. And that makes the black. So there's 5 pictures. Now the only thing I have to do is to figure out, do I want to animate them at all and make them move around or whatever. And I'm going to say probably not for right now. If I can get, well, I'll just show you. So I'm going to go grab a picture. And I'm not really, again, I'm not really watching or paying that much attention to what I'm doing. Now, I'm wondering if I grab Grandma, or Mrs. Ken, as some people call her, and bring her into the mix. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I don't know how to spin that, so I'm going to have to work on that before I do anything else. So that's a bad picture to use. So we're going to go up here and we're going to get rid of it out of there as well. And we're going to grab something else. That was just not the right picture to use. I'll grab, I don't know. Grab this one. You can tell that granddaughter and I get along quite well. So I'm going to put that there and move it over a little bit. And then I'm going to come down, change. Nope. Should be able to change the height of that. Nope. I know I can change the height. I just don't know how to do it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more pictures. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this one while I'm here. I think. Wow. Oh, okay, so I'm trying to change something I can't change. I haven't put the effect in there yet. So I'm over here going, where's the effect? Where's the effect? Well, the effect's not there because I didn't change it. But I think if I just click right here and then go back to here and go DVE, there it is. I'm going to put it right here on this picture. And now I can make my changes. I can go into effects, go to the border, bring the border in. That's good. Change the border color. That's good. Do that. And I'm going to move it. I'm just going to move it over. So that was good. I got granddaughter 1, twin granddaughter 2, grandson, all on the same slide, so to speak. That's going to be Ken's terms. That's probably not the right terms, but that's what I'm going to call this. Apologize, I had to get a quick drink. So I'm going to get 2 more pictures, and I'm going to try to put them right there and right there. So I should be able to leave this here, go to media pool, right click, bring in my media. Kind of want to find one. Here we go. I'm gonna get this one. I know the 2 I'm gonna get that one. And then I like how it keeps it highlighted so you know which one it is. So I'm gonna bring this down here and I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna bring it over to there. I'm gonna go back to effects. DV is still there as I figured it would be. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna go to effects. I'm going to drop down here. We're going to kill the border in the color. And we're going to kill the... No, actually we're not. I'm going to move it first. I just want to move it down. So we're going to grab this and move it down. Now I'm going to kill the border. Or, you know what? I'm not going to kill the border. I'm going to kill the Z positioning. And then I'm going to move it over there. Okay, so now we got Grandpa Valerie, Matthew Amadeus, Yana Bell, Grandma Valerie. So I need to grab one right here, and I already know the picture. So I'm going to go back in here to my media pool, right click, import, and I got to go find the one I just did, which is right here, one of these 2. But I want this picture either right here. That's my son and Yana Bell. And I really am cognitive and try to be as fair about everything. I don't want to show one twin more preference over the other. So I try to do everything as equal. Even when the one twin was still a daddy's girl. Oh, your mum wrote you a note, did she? I'll have to go read the note in a moment. So I'm going to grab this. I'll maybe grab this one. Okay, I like that one a little bit better, so I'm going to grab that one. Black Watch, your humor always is good, man. Always is good. So I'm going to grab it, put it on top. Oh, your mum wrote you a note, did she? And then we're going to bring it up here. We're going to go back to effects. We're going to grab the DV. We're going to put it on there. Oh my God, there for a minute I thought, whoa, that thing's huge. So now I got to move it from there to here. I'll go ahead and do that first. We go into effects, and we're going to move it over there, and we're going to move it down. We're good there. Now I'm going to change the border And I'm going to change the width. That's good. Oh, I want my sun though. Okay, that right there needs, I need to go one more, but I got to change this first. That's too big. So let's make it normal size. No, that's too big. There we go, that'll work. So I need to move it a little bit more. It looks too much centered on that. So I'm going to move it a little bit more that way, which is too much. Maybe right there is good. And now I want to bring the border there we go. It's still got cut. I don't want to cut my son out of the picture. Alright, that's fine right there. Then I'm going to change the color. Good. So I've got two panels, two whatever you want to call them, with 5 pictures each. So what we're going to do now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Ken, are you watching? Nope. Mrs. Ken is not. So I'm not going to change anything. I just know this is going to do what I want it to do. So I'm going to go ahead and render this right now, real quick. Mrs. Ken, are you watching? And we're going to call this 5 vertical screen. Saver. And we're going to save it. And 3, 2, 1, man. I may not need a graphics card after all. I swear, this is crazy. I even forgot I was running my doggone task manager in the background. Okay, so it's got about 13 seconds left. Let's see what the task manager shows. Processing shows it being at about 30%. It'll be done here in a minute, I hope. Usually it starts out with going into 20-minute zone here. So I'm just going to leave it on the screen. Actually, I found when I don't leave it on the screen and I get out of the screen that it will actually render it faster. I am literally going to learn how to talk. I really am. It's been a decent day. I had the rock lady come back to get some rocks. And then I had another guy contact me, and he's going to come out Monday. And I got a massive amount of pallets tonight. And I don't know that I can show you those. Wow, it's taking a little longer than I wanted. It jumped up to 41 seconds. So no. I was the very first one. Well, it's the second. Darren Gilmore was the first. And by the time I said hi, he had left and came back. And then my neighbor came over, and then Amazon called me, and then something else happened, and Amazon called back. So I really didn't get to see a whole lot with that. I did notice that Doug left rather abruptly, and I thought that was kind of funny. So let me see if while this is rendering, let me see if I can do this or not. I don't know. I may not have taken a picture of him either. In fact, I know I didn't take a picture. I picked up pallets that are 8 feet. The 2x4s are perfect. They're 8 feet long 2x4s by 4 feet long 2x4s. Some of the boards that are in there for the pallet itself are usable, and some of them are probably 4 or 5 inches like this. I'm going to use it to redo the chicken coop. I know you guys are like, oh, what's he getting these pallets for? I'm going to use it to redo the chicken coop. Plus any other thing I can think to make with. I built garden boxes with pallets before, and I believe I've showed those pictures. I just don't remember where they're at right now. That's when I was in California. So I could build that, build a raised garden bed again if I needed to. Okay, we got 1 second. That is done. Let us go back to the right place here. So this is rendered. See what this jumps back down. CPU is running at 3-4%. Memory is staying solid at 30. And as soon as this screen over here to my left catches up, and there we go. So now it's rendered. I'm going to see what this looks like when I play it. So I'm going to play it in photos, and I'll tell you why I'm doing that in a minute. That's not what I was expecting at all. I knew I should. There it is. That's what I was expecting. So now, and there we go. So I've in a sense changed the screensaver from horizontal to vertical type pictures. I will go in there. Okay, so that's cool. Now I know I can go in here and make this repeat like that. And the reason there's such a big gap is because my idiot butt, I left him over here where there was 2 or 3 seconds or whatever it is of nothing. Then it gets to the pictures and it plays the next sequence of pictures, and then it goes black. So what I've got to do, we're good. That's good. I'm happy. Real happy with that. That's an easy fix, actually. So I guess that's a 10-second delay. No, it can't be a 10-second delay. Oh yeah, I guess it is a 10-second delay. Wow. So what I'm going to have to do is I will go into each individual picture and I will animate them or make them move. It's called animation. To me, that's not animation. For lack of my brain not being able to think of what I would want to call it, it's not animation by no means. And to give you an idea, this is not necessarily for you guys because I know you already know this, but to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, that's animation right there. It's just movement. Some are, some aren't. I've always had real good luck with the boxes. I'm going to clean them up really good. I'll probably even sand them down. I'll probably waterproof them, and they're going to go on the outside of the coop where the chickens. That's animation, and this right here is, I didn't catch it. So that's moving up, and one moves up, one moves down, and that's what I'm going to have to do in here. It's just going to take me some time. This is something I will not get done in the next 2 or 3 hours, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I really am. I've got the bases done. I've gotten done what I wanted to get done, and such a short period of time, it actually scares me. Now I think I can actually. There we go. I believe I can go in here and I can put this right here. I can grab those, hit the Alt key, and I can copy them to there. Now I'm hoping that it's an exact duplicate of what I just did. I'm hoping. And so if I hit play, and it's slow as molasses, there it goes. That's not good. I did that wrong. Okay, I gotta go read some chat. Switchblades are more and quieter. I'm gonna have to figure out where that's referring to. Carry 3 baseball bats. Okay. Go back to the beginning. Okay, I gotta go read some chat. Switchblades are more and quieter. I'm gonna have to figure out where that's referring to. So that's red for some reason. I don't understand why. Yeah, it looks like it's right. So you know what? I'm gonna do that a different way. I'm going to get rid of these right here. I'm going to try it again. Control. There we go. It's still red though. I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of them again. Well, that did exactly what I was trying to do, but I don't know how I did it. Once again, mistake. Now these that I'm going to move, I'm just going to move them, and as long as I have the lock mechanism on, they'll just butt right up. So I'm going to have to repeat this process over and 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 over again until I get enough of a screensaver that I'm happy with. Now Gary, you mentioned you liked the effects from last night, so you guys think that's good? I mean, I don't necessarily need the names on them. I'm gonna give a copy of all this to my sons so that they've got it as well. And I'm thinking they might want the children to be named. I mean, they know they're kids, but I just think so. Gary, you said you like this concept here a little bit better. And I'll wait for you to answer. I don't know what the delay is while it plays. Dare I try something here while we're waiting? Oh, I got to fix that. Those were just put in there. There's nothing to them. Because when I discovered this, I know that's what I want to do. But Gary, okay, so Gary says yes. Wait a minute, Gary, are you saying yes that you sought help for your aggressive tendencies, or yes that you like this concept as well? You might want to be specific on that. I'm going to try something. Oh, I forgot to share this on Facebook again. I was going to let the family in on this. So if I do that, there we go. And then if I go over to here, let me minimize that. Let me throw that in there. Let me start this. Can I not have 2 VCLO players? I bet I cannot. Okay, wait a minute. That's not. Oh yeah, that is right. Because I didn't re-render it, so that's fine. Okay. I bet if I open this with photos and then do that. Oh, nope, that should not have done that. Ah, daggone it. Can I not open 2 of these at the same time? I've got to be able to open 2 of these at the same time. Got to. Photos. No. So this is open in photos. This has got to then now be open with VLC. Got to put it over there. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah, you like that concept. Okay, so this didn't repeat, which that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. I'm going to restart it. This will automatically repeat, so I like that. Now we can see them both side by side, except, again, I apologize, I didn't put that to the beginning. So I think once I get the one on the right animated in some semblance of what's on the left, maybe without the spinning and the angles, but the up and the down, I think I'll be good. I really do. So, good. CPU stay, or the memory staying solid at 30%. I'll bring it up here. You guys can take a gander at it. See how long that takes to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email Doug, and I'm going to send him both versions, and then as I add them up, now I'm talking like a Filipino, oh my gosh, as I improve on them and make them, fine-tune them and get them more that I want, then I'll be happy with that. And I don't think my memory is actually at 30%. Let me see. I guess it is. I never look at the graphs. I just look at the doggone numbers. If it's at 30%, oh, there it is. So I had a crazy thought earlier tonight. I'm just going to hide this again. I had a crazy thought earlier that if I do get a graphics card, I don't know, do I just plug it in? Is it plug and play, and the motherboard will automatically know to use the graphics card as opposed to using the onboard graphics on the CPU? And it's going to be a while before I do that, so that's not a big worry. So I'm going to go in here. I got that fixed. I'll re-render that in a minute. I will now add I hate to say this. I'm probably going to screw this up royally. Watch this. Oh, golly. Oh, my goodness. I'm really going to see what this does. Oh, this could be horrible. This could be... No, that's not where I want. Go back one. Screensaver data, DaVinci data, view needs to be where I can see it, yeah. So I'm going to grab this picture. Oh, this could be disastrous, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So there it is. Now I want to add this picture into Am I only allowed to have 5 video? I'm creating a screensaver, and I've gotten 2 different versions now. Okay, so now I can do this. Alright, cool. That worked. Okay, so that's the reverse of what I want to do. I know what I want to do now. I'm going to move this one up, 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 this one up, that one up, that one up, that one up, and that one up. Now, that has no bearing, position has no bearing on anything. Now I'm going to bring this one and put it down below. Aha! It did what and it's not blurred, and I'm not going to blur it. I don't understand the purpose by blurring it. Yeah, thank you, Gary. It is, yeah, screensaver of only my grandkids and a few with me and Mrs. Kim and the grandkids, but it's just primarily going to be the grandkids. And once again, 1201. This is the effect I'm actually shooting for, and I think I can get there. It's just going to take me a day or two to figure it out. I mean, I've got 5 pictures on there right now. Now the next thing I got to do is animate them, because that's what these are. These are just animated. You got static pictures in the background that aren't blurred, and you got pictures going over them. So I'm going to give myself, I'll be generous. I'm going to give myself a month. And if I can get them to do that right there, that'll be awesome. Yeah, no worries. But that's what I'm doing, to answer your question. I seen this on Doug's Macintosh, Apple machine, whatever the hell they're called, and I really liked it because Microsoft screensavers were quite boring in my opinion. And I like this, and I think they can set the timing on spinning them around at different intervals, because his spun around quite a bit. So I know this is a picture going over a picture, and it's being animated vertically. A picture over a picture over a picture over a picture is being animated vertically. And I know I can do that right here, because now I can move these around. Oh, you know what? Doggone it. Now I understand the blur, I think, because I can see the boxes of the DVE function here. So I want to go into here. I want to go into effects. I want to get rid of DVE. I want to actually lower this down. I want to go into filters. Gotta let it catch up. I think it's in filters. Yeah, blur. And I don't know if by blurring it I can no. Okay, so I like the concept of having the background video or background picture right there. I don't like the concept of it has the black boxes from the DV effects. And if it's blurred, which it should be, because I thought I added it, maybe I didn't. Did I not blur that? Oh, it blurred that one. Did it blur that one? Really? Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. Either that, or I'm just gonna have to eliminate that right there and just leave it like that. Next big step is going to be the animation. So there's going to be some resizing, clearly, and animation going on. We'll get this out of the way. Yep, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need it. Good. Good to go on that. A little over an hour and I got pretty much accomplished what I wanted to get accomplished, so that's great. That is great. I'll just keep adding pictures. And then I'm going to figure out the animation. I mean, the animation is simple, so I'm going to go ahead and render this version here too, so bear with me a moment. And we're going to call this one, what did I call that last one? Anybody remember? I already put it in the thing, so this is going to be vertical screen saver A. Yeah, see, now it's going to take, now it's asking for 3 minutes. So let's see what the memory. Memory's at 31%, so that's not it. CPU's at 18%, so that's not it. I've never had the mumps. I had appendicitis when I was 15. Kind of never forget that. That was horrible. Broke my toe. Of all things to break on the body, your toe. Did that at work. I worked in a distribution center. Dropped a box of books on it. Didn't even think anything about it. See your notepad for the names. Yeah, really. You know what I was told today? Funny you should say that. Because, how can I do this? I can't minimize that while it's running. Anyway, I spelled their names wrong. Specifically, Matthew Amadeus. I believe Amadeus is Amadeus, and I got Amedeus. I spell like I talk. So I got a minute and a half remaining to render it. I mean, it's going to be the same thing. It's just I want to see something on it. I guess I could open this up, and then I could go to the desktop, and then I could go to DaVinci Finished, open it up instead of trying to rename it, and then I could go to this one. So right there, his name is spelled wrong. Madeus. What do I know? What do I know? I'm going to close that. And I'm going to close that. We still got about 38 seconds, which is actually a little quicker than I thought it would be. While I'm waiting on 38 seconds, I'll go see if I can check some football scores. Anything of importance in here on football? No football scores. What in the world? College football. Boy, there's a close game. 45-14. Go to scores. I know Illinois won today. I watched that. I'm not an Illinois fan, even though I live in Illinois. I'm an Indiana University fan. Always have been my entire life. So it looks like they didn't play a lot of games. I wonder why they're not showing all the scores from today. They're showing everything coming up. I guess these games didn't count. Anyway, Illinois beat Nebraska. Pretty sloppy first quarter. It looked like both teams didn't know what they were doing. But then they kind of settled down and looked pretty good, actually, I thought. Can't believe I can't find those scores. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I don't need that open. No, I'm not Doug. You don't have to be serious in here. You can be all humorous in here. Humor is welcome here. I'm not. You can be as humorous as you like to be. All right, so let's see what the difference is now. Oh, much better. Immediately starts out. So yeah, I think once I get this animated and I add 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 more, let's just say I do 7 sets of 5, that's 35 more pictures. That'll be 45 pictures. Then I think it'll be good. So, and I'll get Mrs. Ken in here in a little bit and see what she thinks as it is. Gary, I'm gonna close this one, and I'm gonna close this one. I'm good to go on that. That's the cool thing. You don't have to save anything. It does it for you automatically. Memory dropped. Okay, memory dropped down to 11%. So DaVinci Resolve is super heavy on memory, and I've not tested it when I'm not streaming, so I can't say, oh, and by the way, when you're not streaming, it drops down to whatever. I might do that later tonight. Um, so I'm good with how this is. Come on. I'm going to reopen it. Yanks in their feet ball. What's football in over there called? Rugby, I think. I don't know. Doggone it. How in the hell did I do this? Pardon my language. Is it right here? Oh, there we go. Gosh, doggone it. Okay, so I gotta think. Can't believe I can't make this any bigger. So I'm pretty sure I named that one after my mom and dad. And I don't see it. Wow. Seriously, did I lose that? If I did, I'm going to be really upset. I think this might be it. I hope this is it. That's not it. Matter of fact, there's nothing in that. So screensaver vertical is worthless. Put that in there. Open this up a minute. Go to full size. Go to blind man's status. Mom and Dad's screensaver got moved. So it is Mom and Dad. Open DaVinci Resolve. They are let us catch up. Boy, it's behind. Yeah, okay. You get my wife in a pool and I want pictures, video, signed autographs. That's never going to happen. Okay, so there is the specs. I put an i7 10700K CPU in it, and the rest is Greek to me. Catherine Anna Hauserman recommended this processor, and Jim Nuyens, I think is how you say his name, recommended this. I was doubly hell-bent on getting an i9 processor, and they talked me out of it. Jim recommended the Prime Z490 motherboard, and I forget what Catherine recommended, although I can find it if I go look through my bookmarks, but not a big deal. 64 gigabyte of RAM. I originally had 32 gigabyte of RAM because 32 gigabyte was what was recommended, but I was having issues with it not being as fast as I thought it should be. Amazon sent me a thing and said, hey, you got this credit, you need to use it by such and such date. Oh, and by the way, RAM's on sale right now. So the one I bought was $50 less than what I paid for it, so I bought it. And then I made Blackwatch mad because I made someone mad because I said I'm going to jump it up to 128 gig of RAM, and I know better than to do that, so I'm not going to do that. I got the entire system written down here somewhere. I just don't remember where it's at. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, my wife's never been in a pool in her life. I don't even think she's been in the ocean. In fact, I know she's never been. Well, she's had maybe a foot in the ocean when we lived in California, but let me see. So, Gary, are you able to see what you need to see here? Did that answer your question on the specs of the computer? I'll just minimize it for now. I don't think this is in here. In fact, I'm 99% sure it's not. I want photos. So that's my son, my youngest son, his wife, their daughter, and her son. I'm looking for a specific pictures here. I can't remember if I moved them over here or not. And if I didn't, it'll take me in 45 minutes to go figure out where they're at. I don't think I did, although I'm pretty sure I know where they're at. Well, they should be in here because this is all the way back to January 9th. So, there's my wife. She does like to model. Okay, so what I'm looking for should be in here. But it's not. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Try in here. The crazy thing is, I just seen these the other day. I was looking for something else. Wow, really? My phone's got 1 million pictures on it. There's our condo when we redid it. Alright, so this is not... There's Mrs. and Mrs. Ken. There's my first video I did. I don't get why on my phone they're on here, but they're not on there. That's crazy. Alright, so let me close that. Let me close that. Let me open this. Go here. It might be on here, I don't know. One thing anyone can say or can't say is okay, so they're not there. Doggone it, I just seen these. Oh, I'm getting frustrated. 721. Not in there. Not in there. I have to remember where I seen these at, because I took pictures of everything before I put it together. I just don't remember where I put them. You'd have thought maybe I'd have used a little bit of brain power and said, oh, maybe I should name this computer, but I didn't. And I literally could be sitting here looking through these for days, but I just seen the doggone things. Thought maybe they were in here. They're not. Well, I take that back. They are right here. Alright. There's my build with 2 sticks of RAM in it. Now it's got 4. There's my cable management. I guess I gotta wait for this to catch up. There we go. So there's the inside, all nice and neat. There's my cable management on the back. Another angle of cable management. And then that's the upgraded. It had version 1604 on it, and I upgraded it to what was available at the time, 1610. And I just upgraded the BIOS yesterday to 1620. So I'm letting it catch up. There we go. So the next picture I believe will say. So I'm sorry, it had 1410 on it. And I'll let that catch up over here. And I upgraded it from 1410 to 1610. And then from 1610 yesterday, I upgraded it to 1620. yeah. Oh, what do you see my other little projects I got going? I got to be discreet on that one now. There's a better pic. Okay, I got to. And I hate this delay nonsense. I just wish there was some way to. Yeah. What do you see my other little projects I got going? I got to be discreet on that one now. I want to. I'm not. Oh, I don't want a Mac screensaver. I put a Mac in a virtual machine. I had a virtual machine. I put Mac operating system on it, and I quite frankly wasn't that impressed. But I mean, to each his own or her own. So there's a good picture of the motherboard when I was assembling it. There's another picture of the motherboard. I don't know if I can or not. I'll try. Apparently I took several pictures of the motherboard. I must be very proud of this motherboard. Oop, there's a hibiscus. Another hibiscus. So, get out of that. Go back to the computer pictures. Apparently I took several pictures of the motherboard. I must be very proud of this motherboard. Good, there's a hibiscus. That's our flowers. Well, I don't know how to rotate. Oh yeah, I guess I rotate it right here. So there we go. Let that catch up. And I apologize for not looking into the camera. I'm trying to see when this catches up over here. And I rotated that. And then again, another shot of the same thing. Let that catch up. MS info. Okay, let me let this next picture show up. Our photo, not that one, the processor, which we've all seen what a processor looks like on a motherboard. There it is. So I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to minimize that. What is it? MS info? When I type in MS info, it comes up and shows screen system information, which I'll let it catch up and you'll see. So apparently I'm not getting what you want. Click save to a report. Can I post MS info in here? If this is what you're looking for, is that what you're looking for? Yeah, it probably is more than 200 characters, I'm going to guess. That's kind of silly if you think about it, 200 characters. Is that what you're looking I'll email it to you. I was looking for another picture in here. My power. Well, you can't see it yet. But there's the power supply. I'll email it to you. Now, you know you're kind of taking too many pictures when you take a picture that I'm not going to explain. I'll just let you see it. There you go. You know you take entirely too many pictures when you take a picture of your I/O shield. But I took that picture because it took me like 30 minutes to get that silly. I'm not lying at all. I'm not making that up. 30 minutes. And even then I wasn't sure I had it right. So there we go. I knew I had a picture of all this stuff somewhere. So Gary, if you're still with us, there it is right there. The i7 unlocked 10-gen core processor, Sabre, 1 terabyte, M2, M.2, MD, whatever those categories are, those initials. The Rip Jaws memory, which has now been duplicated. Cooler Master cooler, recommended by Jim. And the keyboard and mouse I bought on my own. I needed a keyboard and mouse, so that's what I got. Now the only thing I might have to do now is I may have to, when graphics cards get affordable, I may have to put a graphics card in it. And it's a may, I don't know yet. The rendering tonight seemed to be okay. It hadn't locked the system up yet, so. And I don't know if the BIOS update had any effect on that at all. I really don't. Yeah, it was Christmas, all right. First and only computer I've ever built. And why did you call the VM Bernie Mac machine? No, I don't remember what we called it. I had a friend in Vegas that he was into virtual machines. He had, I don't know, 10, 15 virtual machines. He had a virtual machine for a virtual machine for a virtual machine. He was just, he was not altogether there, I don't think, but he knew computers. He was no Kerry Holzman, but, and there's an upside down picture of the motherboard. And then did I show the case? Yeah, there's the case. There's a horrible picture. It's a NR 600 with no optical drive. I don't know if I have a better picture. I've since run this Ethernet cable the way it should be ran. You can't see it. Yes, I'm pretty sure we did load the defaults, and then Catherine had me enable XMP. So, because I think if you enable defaults, doesn't that negate XMP? I don't know, I'm just asking, because I have no idea. I take a lot of upside down pictures. There's my drive. Rocket NVMe M.2. I believe it's a terabyte. Yeah, 1 terabyte. Big bold letters right there. Yes. So if I enable XMP and I load default values after that, then it negates loading XMP. You're saying yes. So here's the make me a smart man. How can I load defaults and XMP at the same time? Load defaults, go back into BIOS and turn on XMP? Just asking. XMP's enabled right now. Because I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, I obviously can't show you in the middle of a stream unless I were to go switch over to that machine and put the camera on that machine. Yeah, yeah, she was really upset with me for a while because I didn't follow her list to. I'll dig that out. It'd take me some time to do that, and I kind of didn't really go with either one of their power supplies. I kind of went in between. So I stuck with what they both recommended EVGA, and I just went with what fit my budget. And the price was right. I didn't buy it for the RGB, but I like the RGB. I really do. I didn't think I would, but I like it. My wife likes it. My son likes it. Everyone that sees it, they like it. I came real close to buying 3 more RGB fans to put it. The case will hold 3 fans up front. It's got 1 right now, and then I decided not to do that. This isn't really getting my screensaver done now, is it? I'm good. I do want. There's my case. So it's a Masterbox NR600 without optical drive. Well, you know what I might do? I mean, it's not like it's that hard. You just go into BIOS. I can turn XMP off and see if that makes any difference or not. And I actually thought about pulling the graphics card out of my other machine, but it doesn't have onboard graphics, so I won't be able to do anything live streaming or otherwise while I'm doing it, just to see if that's going to do it. And that might take a week or two before that even kicks in and works the way that it's supposed to. Oh, there's my retirement. You guys need to see that. I better pull a Doug and blur that out. There's the path. Okay, there you go. If you guys are ever in Charleston, you want to hack into my Wi-Fi, there's the information you need. The other, more hibiscus. And this was before Christmas Day arrived, and everything came in over a 3-day period, I think it was. So I just piled it up, let it sit. That's my mom's computer that's in the other room. We're using strictly to watch Disney Plus, Amazon Plus, or Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and one more that I can't think of. Works just fine. So here's something I mean, I'm no computer tech, but I know this was wrong. That was her. When I took the cover off, that's the first thing I noticed. There's only 3 sticks of memory in there, and there should be 4. So I think the place she took it years ago really did her wrong. I mean, maybe they had a brain cramp and just forgot to put that other stick of memory back in, but you can clearly see there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3, and the 4th one is missing. So, I don't know. And that's the specs on that machine. Works just fine. More of our flowers. Alright. I shouldn't have closed that, so I'm going to leave that open. Are you still with us, Gary? Haven't seen anything from you in a minute or two since the Happy Christmas or Christmas. All right. So what did I do? How did I do? What did I think I named? I named that one Mom and Dad, and I don't see Mom and Dad. I see grandkids. I see first video. Copy. Where in the world did I not? It's Screensaver vertical, screensaver stills, untitled highway picture. Yes, no. I'm about to be frustrated, I think. I'm going to hope that this is it. I hope this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, so I need to rename that. Yep, that's it. So right now my memory is at 19%. It's looking pretty good. So and I apologize if I'm not talking. I'm just wanting to knock this out real quick. Oop, that's not the right color. Oh, maybe that's not the right color. Oh, how about 39? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's much better. There we go. And then go into this one and do the same thing. Go into effects, go into border. You know, I'm going to learn one of these days that once you open it in one, it stays open when you go to the next one. I keep making the mistake of trying to go back and fix it. 39, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go there. And this one we're already done. So now I got my border color good. I got my border color good. Got my border color good. And that was good. I'm just going to make that, and that's good. So I'm going to add probably another picture in there, and I'm going to, here in a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and make it. I think that's the only drawback I have. You'll notice if I click on this picture, it doesn't automatically come up over here. You have to move the timeline cursor to it, and I'm so used to, oh, you click here and it comes up automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and make an adjustment after I see how long I've been babbling for. Hour and a half. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so to make the changes here, I want to fix the border first and foremost, and the width, I just need to do that. And the vertical, the height's cool. And then you can round it like that. I think that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna go with the rounded one with that. And then I'm gonna leave it right there for right now. And I'm gonna play it and I want to see what happens. So tomorrow night I will be live. Maybe. Who am I kidding? I'll be live tomorrow night, and I'm going to. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to have to animate that now. So that's cool. I may have to move it. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to set the 35 millimeter up and document what I got, the pallets and stuff I got, as I take them apart and determine what I'm going to do as far as cleaning them up, staining them, painting them, or whatever. But I strictly got them to redo my chicken coop. Last year I put tarp up around the chicken coop. It was horrible. It was cold as hell down here last year. Nothing like Michigan, but it was cold. We had a couple negative overnight temperatures into the negative numbers. So I felt sorry for the chickens. I did put a heat lamp in there against a lot of people's advice not to, and we made it. So this year I'm going to do it upright, make them a pretty decent little place. I'm going to fix this with, how am I going to fix this? Let's, no, this is not pre-recorded, this is live. I'm going to, in the morning, set up my 35 millimeter like I did with the roses. Think I put enough emphasis on that? This is when I did my roses. Saturday, August 14th, 2021. I'm getting ready to trim this rose bush. I actually sterilized my scissors. They are relatively new. Saturday, August 14th. Saturday. This is when I did my roses. August 14th, 2021. I'm getting ready to trim this rose bush. I actually sterilized my scissors. I posted this on YouTube. New scissors. I am live. So now, if this is recorded, could I do this? The whole purpose of this is I'm going to try to root these for next year. Mrs. Ken. I heard her moving around. So, this is the only reason I started using DaVinci Resolve is because of the fast forward purposing. Alright, this is going to be part 2. I need to do an update on this because I did 10 and 3 of them have died for sure. Hopefully that helps out. I apologize for walking in the front. Okay, it's a little bit soil. See some kind of growth I'm going to do now. And I was just explaining how I put rooting powder on them and I'm trying to get them to root. So I'm going to get back to what I was doing. Gary, have you seen the thing I did on the highway yet? And I'll wait for your answer. In fact, I will go get a water while you're answering. Please excuse me a moment. I will be right back. Gary, have you seen the thing I did on the highway yet? And I'll wait for your answer. In fact, I will go get a water while you're answering. Please excuse me. Come in here and say hi to everybody. They want to see you. Come on. Come on. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so Gary's saying no. At high. At high. 3 people are watching. So I'm going to show Gary, which Blackwatch has seen this already. So this was version number 1. And I'll pause this. Okay, so Gary's saying no. At high. At high. 3 people are watching. So I'm going to show Gary, Blackwatch has seen this already. So this was version number 1. So I stopped it. I'm going to restart it. I took 11 videos driving down the road with my 35 millimeter, and I did this in DaVinci Resolve. I've got a couple ideas I want to do with this, actually, on some of the other videos. I stopped it. I took 11 videos driving down the road. Yeah. So this is the first version. I was driving down I-70 with my 35 millimeter set up, and then I wanted to edit it all together for one long video, but I'm not going to do that. I was just experimenting with adding text to video, and this was the first attempt at it. And that's alright. But here's a second attempt at it. I was doing about 75 miles an hour right there, actually, believe it or not. easily 75 mile an hour. So here's the second version right here. Same video. I just changed the material that's on the text. I shrunk the text and I moved it over to be more on the highway itself. And yeah, it does look kind of slow. I'm going to say it's not, though. Another scenic part of the road I always like is right through here. There it is. There's the original. 7 miles. I'm not real sure why. I just think it's scenic. Another scenic part of the road I always like is right through here. Does that look to be any faster, do you think? I'm not real sure why. I just think it's scenic. If this turns out real good, I may take a trip to West Virginia or Tennessee and do the same thing, because we went to Nashville a year ago or so, and man, that was some really scenic country down in there. Get into the mountains of West Virginia. So that's the exact same video. Does that seem to be faster or slower or about the same? I guess it does seem to be a little slower, actually. Huh. Is my computer messing up right now? No, it's only running 21%. So I've got a live stream, DaVinci Resolve, a video running in the background, video running in the foreground, and I'm only using 21% memory. Yeah, the original did seem to be faster, so that's got to be something to do with how I probably did something wrong when I did it. That's interesting. Let me close that. Get back to the task at hand. So I want to see if I can make this move from here down to here. And I got to remember how to do that. So I want to go back into... Oh, I remember how to do it. So I'm going to go into Fusion. Then I got to go to DVE. I got to bring DVE up and bring in DVE. So we're going to start right there. So we're going to take, that's going to be our starting point. So we're going to take back to 0. And we're going to make that the starting point right there. And we're going to move it. See, I don't know if I move it first and then move the thing. We're going to move it down to here. Then we're going to grab this. We're going to take it all the way to the end. And we're going to make another starting point. And we're going to go back into here. And that's not right. Shoot. 25% memory now. Okay. Go back and see if I can figure this out. So that's where I want it to end. I'm going to try this a different way. That's where I want it to end. Wow, how did I do that a while ago? I drug that thing right straight down there without having to go through all this nonsense. Well, I got it back where I wanted it. That's good. Okay, so what? Am I not remembering how? I know I can do it because I got. What am I missing? Oh. Uh, oh, my mom and dad's wedding picture's not on there. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that says missing data because I put in my moving video. If I put this back, it may or may not show up. I don't know. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. I'm not going to worry about it tonight. Yep, there it is, right there. So I'm going to close that. And it's back. Cool. Alright, so I got to figure out back in here. I want this to move from there to there. So I got to go into Fusion. Yep. I gotta go into the right picture. I gotta go into Fusion. I want it to start right there. I gotta find my green thing. That's where I want it to start. That's finishing there. I want it to finish. I want it to start there. I might not have been entirely clear on that logical part. There could be a little bit of that might not have been entirely accurate. Okay, so I want it to start there. I want it to end here. So I believe it's back here. Too bad there's not a move function in here. I swear a while ago I just moved it down. Shoot. I must be getting tired. I need to bring that down anyway, so back over to here. So that's at 0. Now do I move the picture first? I don't know. I don't know how a while ago I swear I know I moved it from here to here without doing anything. But I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it back now. If that's doing it, I'm gonna scream. It's just a little quick. John Cafferty and the Brown Beaver Band. John Cafferty. I've heard of Jerry Rafferty. Steelers Wheel. I can't think that I have. I don't like how quick that is. That's kind of doing what I want it to do. It's just kind of not how I want it to be. I have to check my emails if you send it to me. It'll be in my YouTube history. I can check it there too. So I want to get this to move all the way down to right there. And I know you're supposed to hit this back up here, but I can't remember if you hit the button. I want that to start there. We've only done this a million times now. I want it to start there. And then I want it to move and that's where it's going to end, because that's where it's currently at. Okay. That's where I want it to start. So it's good there. That's good there. Now, do I move the picture? And then now I want to move this, because that's where I want it to end, right there. So now click that. Did that do it? No, that puts it over there. Okay. Back to the proverbial drawing board we go. I want to go in Fusion. 2 hours. You know, for someone that just did this yesterday, I can't remember how I done it. I mean, I remember how to do it. I just don't remember how to do it. I know that makes no sense. But I know you click on the picture, you go into Fusion, you open up DVE. I want it to start right here. That's where I want it to start. So that's got to be my starting point. So I make a marker starting point. Then I think I grab the picture, move it down here, and grab the marker and move it all the way over here. And click the marker again, and that should be my ending point. And it's not. Damn it. Doggone it. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to keep working on this. Really pleased with how this turned out tonight. I've got 2 different versions of what I want. I'm going to... man, I want to figure this out so bad. You click on that. You go into Vision. Go into Fusion. Go to DVE. I want it to start. I know if I get both arrows up here, that means it's working. And the reason I know that is if I go into this, I go into Fusion, I go into DVE. Wow, really? Oh yeah, both arrows. Okay, I'm looking up here. Both arrows are engaged. So that's what I got to get. It's got a starting and a stopping. Okay, so that makes sense. This is the one I want. This is the one I want. Actually, you know what? I need to look at this one. This one goes up and down. And this has only got an up arrow. Is that because of where it's at? That's amazing. Yeah, Mrs. Ken's got her jammies on. I'm still in my t-shirt and shorts from earlier tonight. I want to accomplish this before I go. If I can accomplish this, it'll be a successful night. I mean, it is a successful night. I really want to get this Fusion. Okay, so both of them are there. Why is this not working? Excuse me. I'm on it. I think it has anything to do with in there, or does it? No, that's the picture itself. So I'm good there. Go to Effects, Fusion. It's obviously ending there. There we go. I don't know how I done it. I've done it. Oh, somebody's looking for the turn off switch. There we go. I got the effect I want right there. I may make that a little bit better off the screen on both ends of it. Okay, I'm good to go on that. Alright guys, I'm good with this. I appreciate both of you being here. Let me get out of that, go back over to here. Here we go. 2 hours and 7 minutes. I kind of breaking that golden rule that Carrie just told us about yesterday to keep them under an hour. Oops. Again, thank you gentlemen so much for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate the chat. I appreciate the banner. Blackwatch, I'll email you my specs. Oh, yours? I don't know where yours is at. I know where mine's at, but I don't know where yours is at. I don't make enough money. That's above my pay grade. I got all the excuses in the world. I can go to the old age card. I can go to the... No, I can't go to that card. Anyway, thanks guys. I will see everybody tomorrow night. I'm 99% sure I'll be live. Good Lord willing. Have a good night. See you later. Thanks, guys. I will see everybody tomorrow night. I'm 99% sure I'll be live. Good Lord willing. Have a good night.